I'm on a quest to find music and art. Supporting local talent is the place I start. Yeah, this is our culture, the place to be. Games, books, arts and crafts and jewelry. This the guardians of the geekery. 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 And now for today's episode of Guardians of the Geekery with your hosts, Matt, Carol, and Joey.
Hey, it's Guardians of the Geekery. Normally Matt would say this, but I don't know why he's not saying it. Why? We've all changed. We've all changed just a little bit since last time I saw you.
No.
No.
What are you talking about?
Did you do something with your hair?
Just a summer perm. Yeah. Also auditioning for Annie.
So we are the Guardians of the Geekery, but we're also the Merry Mayhem and Matt. So welcome Wanda, who's one of our members. Wanda, can you explain why we're wearing these wigs?
Because they look really cute. Because we are the Mrs. Ropers of the concept set now. I can't talk. But so yeah, this is what we're doing. And like last con that we were all together, we had caftans and coffee.
Oh.
And tea.
And tea. That's right.
We hope to do that again.
And that was a lot of fun. Everybody gathered up and we had a little bit of donuts and coffee and tea and chatter. Talk about all our favorite geeky things and everything we'd experienced at the con. It was a lot of fun.
And for the kids who think that we're Mrs. Frizzle, we're not. So you're not Miss Frizzle. This is not the Magic School Bus. But if you watched a TV show called Three's Company, or if you didn't, go look it up. There was a character called Mrs. Roper, and she always wore lovely, lovely caftans, just like the one that one is.
And there was a brief spinoff called The Ropers.
Oh, the Ropers.
As well.
The Ropers, yeah.
Very brief.
Like very, very brief.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
so we are back for our 2024 season. We're here to talk to you about all sorts of cool stuff. But I don't know about you guys. This week is getting really hot. So why don't we pause and we'll be right back.
My headphones on, so out of the way.
Shazam!
Here we go.
Like magic.
Like that was the best transition ever. TikTok people, be jealous. Be jealous. All right, so we are back and we have so many cool things to talk about with the Geekery Market. So first of all, let's just remind you, it is going to be Saturday, November 9th, and it is going to be at the Cabarrus Arena and Events Center. We are in the middle building because we are not in the arena. We're not in the Gold Hall. We're in the middle building. 30,000 square feet of geeky awesomeness. And
just look for the inflatables.
Yeah, look for the inflatables. We do have a 8-foot dragon that will be out in front, along with other good stuff. And so we made some mods. We had a great time last year. What was your favorite part, Wanda?
I thought that Star Wars Santa was fantastic. Jedi Santa was the best.
I know. It was so amazing.
It was so much fun taking those pictures. All the kids and all.
I know. Matt, you didn't get a picture with Jedi Santa, Geeky Santa. What was up with that?
I didn't, but it was strange. Every time I went by, there were these single ladies, no kids, and wanted to flirt with Santa. So it was kind of weird. I was kind of taken aback by that. I was like, really? And I saw them like talking to Santa, and I was like, do they know he's? Anyway, it was just.
But I heard he's coming back this year. He said it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Maybe I'll get a picture this year. Yes.
Yeah. Carol, what was one of the things that you loved about last year?
I liked the additional space. We were so cramped in the old space. Now it's nice and spread out. You can take your time, luxuriating in front of booths rather than like rushing off because someone was right behind you. The additional space is absolutely wonderful. It also means that we're able to fit in more vendors, more geeky vendors. So it's bigger and it's better.
Yeah, I mean, we went from 5 foot hallways back in spring of last year to now 10-foot hallways, and that makes a huge difference. In fact, it made me nervous at first because I was like, oh, it doesn't seem like there's as many people here. And then we realized it's different when you have 30,000 square feet to wander around in. Plenty of room. And that was like one of the biggest things. You made a really good point, Carol. A lot of people came up to me and said, I didn't feel so anxious, like I needed to shop and get out because we have such cool stuff. People wanted to come, but I think before they were like, they kind of were worried, and this time people kind of got to hang around. Plus we had seating. We had a couple different like zones where you could chill out and stuff. So
great for families with those strollers and double strollers, and then of course wheelchairs and rollators and walkers and all that fun stuff. So extremely accessible. And do we have anything outside this year? I don't think we do.
We'll just have the Swordwind.
Okay.
The Swordwind people, just because we don't want them.
They were great. They're probably my favorite last year, and but definitely right now in Charlotte, it's raining. It's been raining. It seems like forever. If that happens still in November or it hasn't stopped, then we're okay. It's inside and it's all one level, which is great. So.
Yeah, it was so awesome to be there, and we loved being at the arena. It's a great staff there. They had on-site concessions, good bathrooms. They were good at keeping on top of the trash, which has been an issue in the past at some of our events. And we've got more stuff planned, like Carol said. So not only were we able to increase the number of spaces between the market that we did in the spring and the fall, but also we were able to kind of look at the space after being in it a year and reconfigure a few things. And we were able to add even more spaces, take away some of the unused space, and still have those 10-foot aisles between each area. So I know you guys have kind of been, obviously you guys are my team. We've been planning. What are some of the things that you're kind of looking forward to this year? Maybe some of the vendors we've accepted or some of the different things that we've kind of worked on. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to the new vendors just to see how they fit in and what they sell. It's always a great place to Christmas shop because it's so close to the holidays. So or anything shop. Buy a gift for yourself. That's what I did. But, I'm also looking forward to actually having the music inside rather than outside this year. I think that will help. I think it will help with the ambiance, and you'll get more ears and eyes on Valentine Wolf, which is always
yeah.
Good.
So Braxton from Valentine Wolf is really kind of taking over that music area and offered to do ambient music. So if you're worried about it being loud and echoey, that's not how that's going to work. But he and Marcus are working on some very ambient, cool stuff so that you can shop and chill out to cool, geeky music. And but we'll also have chairs and tables around there so you could just sit and enjoy too while you're eating some of the fabulous food. That's some of the stuff that I'm excited about. We've got some new vendors. We've got Wow Fudge. Everybody always loves Wow Fudge. And we've got Rooted Dandelion coming back with their tea. But we also have some hot sauce and barbecue sauce people coming. Ooh. We've got beef jerky people coming. The freeze-dried candy phase freeze. That was so good. I heard so many people talking about that. And then Virgin in the Kitchen. So she does cupcakes and cookies and all sorts of stuff. So, and then of course the concession stand right on site. So that'll be cool. Matt, what are some things you're looking forward to this year?
Strangely enough, I did not get a chance to try any of the concessions, and I'm trying to think of some of those names they had for the
because they will geek them out.
Yeah, they had the unicorn drink where you got the free unicorn glitter straw, and they had some different sandwiches and stuff. Yeah. So, and we are looking at, there's a couple of food trucks we might bring as well. So we'll have the concessions, the inside food that you can bring. Oh, we have Gammy's Jams.
Yep.
Which has alcohol in it.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the concession stand.
They're not eating all their jelly on site.
Well, and they have alcohol infused candies, like lollipops and stuff that are made out of the same preserve type of things as jams. So that'll be cool.
Nice.
But yeah, so you're interested in trying some of the food. I know, like you worked so hard at the beginning and at the end, but in the middle you kind of disappeared. I have no idea what happened. One minute you were there, the next minute you were gone.
Remember you gave me that money to go get a bag of ice, and one thing led to another, and
He ended up in a casino.
that's right.
So another cool thing that we're having is Cher Lambeth, who actually holds the Guinness World Record for the most puppets made and owned individually, is going to be teaching how to make puppets, and it's going to have a puppet teaching event. So that'll be cool too. But
I will say that that's I've some of our nieces are now 8 and almost 9, and I just think so I guess I'm more attuned to kids and them having fun, and so it's really cool because it's a great combination of stuff for younger people and kids, but also really any age. There are people there with more white hair than I have, and beards as well, and blue-haired ladies as well, and everybody seemed to have a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, blue-haired lady,
Yeah,
pink-haired ladies,
that's right.
purple-haired ladies, all the ladies. And of
Everyone's
course,
welcome. Everyone's welcome.
and we brought back all the stuff again. It's free. We're going to be doing it to raise money for Second Harvest. We definitely want to make sure that we blow our numbers out of the water. We're only doing one event this year, the fall event. So we're really hoping people will step up, because last year we were able to donate so much. It was our record-breaking year, and now we're going to have to do it in just the 1 year. But of course, you'll be able to actually, even if you can't come, which would be tragic, I think we all agree.
Yes.
But if you can't come, you can still donate, and we will have a QR code on the website. What's that website name again?
CharlotteGeeks.com.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
geekerymarket.com.
geekerymarket.com.
Yeah. It's
Either
run by
way.
the Charlotte Geek, so it's a sub page. But if you go to geekerymarket.com, now I know the question that is burning everybody's mind is, how do we become a part of the Geekery Market? And there are a couple ways you can become a part of it. If you want to perform at the event, if you feel like you have something, we're still looking for somebody who makes balloon animals. We're still looking for somebody who's a henna artist. We do have a caricaturist coming this year. We do have fairy hair and face painting that's going to be there as well. But we're still looking for some performers for there, or if you want to lend a hand at the musical ambiance, we can put you in touch with Braxton Valentine. We are always looking for volunteers, and the best part about being a volunteer is we feed you.
Yes.
You can come to the event for free. We cover your parking, we feed you, and you get to walk around and look at cool stuff as part of your job. Which, reality is these vendors work so hard, and they're stuck at their table. So, part of the job might be watching their table while they have to go to the bathroom, making sure they have enough water. And then after you've given them water, watching their table while they go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So you can help out loading in, loading out, different things like that, helping collect the donations, and stuff like that. But we only have 2 spaces left. So we actually increased the number of spaces. We went from 80 last year to 94 this year, and we're down to our last 2. We have 1 single and 1 double left. And we are juried, which is probably the hardest part of this whole thing for us, because there's so many amazing people out there and we hate having to turn them down. And we picked the nicest person on our team to do all the turning down, poor Wanda. But she sends out the letters. Carol and I are the meanies that say no. Wanda has to send out the letters. But there's so many amazing artists, but we're at that point where it's like you have to really make, an everlasting gobstopper or something really unique that we don't have at this point. So if you're interested in applying, definitely sign up on the mailing list. If you already see that there's a number of people that do what you do, we're full on jewelry, we're full on crochet, we're full on
3D printing.
3D printing. We're full on authors. We're full on artists. We talked about the food already, but if you make some different kind of food, we're not, we're still looking for a pickle guy. And stuff like that. So you can apply for that. But if you're wanting to know about it for next year and be part of the pool at the beginning, you can go sign up and add yourself on. Any tips or tricks that you guys would give about going and doing attending a market like this? How do you budget, Carol? How do
You
Wanda,
don't? I mean,
Matt?
treat it like
Anything?
you're going to like a Renaissance festival or something. I mean, it won't be as expensive as a Renaissance festival because you're not buying tickets to get through the door. But the shops are, you're going to find a lot of stuff that you want to buy. And if you can't all afford it that day, be sure to take a card. Be sure to get some sort of website information, because these are vendors that sell their product full time. So you may not be able to grab that book from Falstaff Books on the day of the market, but 3 weeks later you can go to their website and buy it. And we
Assuming
always
they still have it in stock.
True. We always recommend that you buy directly from the vendor rather than from I don't think any of our vendors, other than like the authors, have a third party seller. The authors will go through Amazon, but I always try to buy direct from the author because they get more money.
Wanda, any advice from you?
I would advise, if you're able, to volunteer to help, because attending a market's a lot of fun, but helping with the market's a whole nother level of fun. In general, volunteering for me has always been the most fun because you're more involved. You're making it happen. You're not just there to attend or just there to buy, which you will do that too. But making it happen, you're creating something special, and that's why I'm involved. So I highly recommend volunteering, because it's wonderful creating community.
And you get a lot of inside sneak peek information. Plus you get to walk around the event before we're open, because we always try to make sure we're set up by 9:30. So you have a half an hour to walk around before we officially open the doors. Matt,
and we're going to be doing articles on a number of our vendors, and you'll have an opportunity to get a sneak peek of what they do and kind of do some market shopping if you want to. And there's a list of the vendors all on the website, so you can check them out and go, how do I want to spend my money?
Yeah, and you can pre-order. Yes. So if budgeting's an issue, you can go ahead and pre-order those things. And some things, especially because these are all handcrafted, once they sell out, the next one might not just be the same. So you can, a lot of these artisans, as we spotlight them, excellent point. You can go and pre-order it, and a lot of times they'll give you a special code or a place to put in the comments that you'll pick it up at the Geekery Market, and then that way you don't have to panic that something will sell out before you get to it, because sometimes there's only a limited amount. So
yeah.
Final thoughts, Matt? Anything that you would suggest as a guy?
This is not a sexy suggestion, but wear some sensible shoes. It's a lot, 30,000 square feet of geeky goodness. There's lots to eat. There's lots of music to listen to, lots to do with kids, lots to do with adults. There's Santa, there's sword fighting. We even had a little bit of a mashup, Star Wars Santa with a lightsaber versus Swordwind, which was a lot of fun. So leave the cruel shoes at home, as Steve Martin would say. Leave those cruel shoes at home, wear something sensible, and just come have a great day with us, rain or shine. We're indoors. It's awesome. And I just thought the day just kind of all blinked and it was over. And then Carol and I think just got over our sore backs from getting all the second harvest food can donations. It was crazy.
That was crazy.
Those barrels weighed so much. I could not believe it. People were so generous, and we hope you'll be just as generous this year, because it's a great cause and directly goes to the community to help with second harvest, to help with food scarcity. And if you've been to the grocery store like I have been every single day this week, stuff's not there. It's expensive. So, and that's even with a 2-income household, it's challenging. So it's really a good cause. I'm very excited about it. So.
And be sure to carpool. Get a bunch of people together. So 'cause we
Yeah.
do charge for parking. So get a bunch of people together and carpool up.
Yeah, it's like $8
Yeah.
to park, which is still cheaper than going to like an uptown Charlotte event, but
Yeah.
it's $8. So, if you can get 3 buddies in the car with you, that's $2 a piece. We do ask you to donate, a canned good, or if you want to just donate cash, that always works well as well.
Mhm.
And we usually recommend about $2 or $3 a piece per person, cash wise, if you don't have a canned good or a dried good to donate. And then, just come and spend the day with us. Just plan to spend the day, because if you plan that you're going to run in and out for an hour, you're going to wish that you had planned for longer,
Yeah.
because we have
Yeah.
cool stuff happening. And we
And
want
I
you
will
to
say
stay.
this is the best parking situation I think we've ever had. It's just tons of parking.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be in the situation where you're circling and you spend half an hour to find a parking spot. That's not a concern. So
2,200 square parking spaces last
wow,
time I checked.
Yeah.
So
we're ready.
yeah, we're ready. So come up and see us, Cabarrus Event Center, Saturday, November 9th. It'll be 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., rain or shine, because 99% is inside. Just the sword one, and we will fit them in if it starts raining outside. You can also come and see Star Wars stuff. You can see stuff from the SCA, so cool stuff to do. Check out our spotlights. You can go and see a list of the artisans that have already been accepted, and we have linked to their current social media, whatever their social media was, their primary social media, so you can go check it out. And then this is the season. We'll be highlighting different ones every Tuesday and Thursday from now until November. And then we'll be doing spotlight articles every Monday and Wednesday. So you can check them out. You can read about them. You can find them online, follow them, support them, pre-order them. You're supporting local businesses, but you're also supporting local community with your generous donations as well to Second Harvest. So anything else? Hi, is that Artemis?
No, that's Nick's.
Hi,
Please.
Nick.
Please don't put your butt in your face.
It is the butt of Nick's. All right. Well, we'll see you guys really soon. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
That was an episode of Guardians of the Geekery. Thank you for listening. Check us out at guardiansofthegeekery.com and stay tuned for more content.